Yo! Welcome to Suika Week. We're playing the watermelon game, the one that's on Steam, and you know, the we gotta turn up the background music. Perfect. We're playing this game. I don't have the actual one on the Switch, and honestly, I'm not gonna get it just to play it on this channel once and then never play it again. So this is what you get. You get this game, which yeah, Alpha Gold did play this one as part of Suika Week. I'm not actually gonna do Suika Week. Well, that's what I'm saying. Wait until I get to the end of the year and I've got no games to play. Then maybe I'll do Suika Week. Still one of the greatest bits in Alpha Gold history, by the way. But yeah, we're just gonna play this game because, to be honest, I'm going away for a few days and I need to make a lot of videos, so that I can schedule them. And that's basically what I'm doing. Is I'm gonna bulk record like 10 videos, and then I'm just not gonna worry about it for like a week, and that'll be nice because when I tell people about this, they're like, "Oh, are you actually like playing the game every day?" And I'm like, "No, I'm mostly got like 2 or 3 videos ahead of time that I post at my leisure." And they're like, "Oh, well, that makes sense. It would be pretty hard to record every day." Yeah, it would be hard to record every day, but I still mostly record every day because I need to keep on top of those 2 or 3 videos, right? The thing is, there's the other perspective that I've heard from people, which is like, oh, that sounds easy. You could just record like 6 videos in a day on your free time. No, recording 6 videos in a day is hard. How do you talk about something? Because, like, okay, say you're making. My videos on average are like 15-20 minutes, with the occasional longer videos and the occasional shorter videos. Let's just say it averages out to 20 minutes. That's 120. No. If I record 6 videos, that's 240 minutes that I need to be talking about something for. And some games make it easy. Some games it's like, oh, you can just talk about the game. But it's hard to do that even for 20 minutes straight. It's hard to talk about the same game, right? It's easier to just do like 1 or 2 videos a day than it is to do like 6 in one day and then not worry about it for the next 6 days. That's hard to do. Doing 6 videos in one day is like, it's not a fun experience, and you know this channel's not really about having fun. It's about uploading 366 videos in a year, but I would like to also have fun, and I don't want to make this channel more excruciating than it has to be. And so occasionally, when I have stuff to do, over a little, like, a week or so, if I'm gonna be busy or I'm gonna be away from my computer for long enough, occasionally you're gonna get this kind of content where I record a Suika game for like 10 minutes and then I move on very quickly to the next very bad, no good game. But the problem is, like, I want to play good games, but I don't want to waste those good games on videos where I'm intending to kind of cut them short. Like, if I were to play Mario Odyssey today, that would be a huge time sink, because I don't want to just record Mario Odyssey for 5 minutes and then say, oh, I've done my video for today. Because Mario Odyssey is a really cool game. I would like to play it for longer. Um, so, yeah, there's that aspect to it as well. But, we'll see what happens. I'm realizing more and more, by the way, watermelon. I'm realizing more and more just how much 366 games actually is. I'm always like, oh, I don't want to upload that, right now, because, you know, that's a pretty good game. Like, I don't want to upload all of the good games early on in the year, and then I have no good games left at the end. That's not going to happen. I could sit down and I could write a list of 366 good games, right? Like, I could do that. I think I could do that. I'm not going to do that. I prefer to live life slightly on the edge. I'm always at risk of uploading a video that I've uploaded before because I'm not keeping a list, really. I can always look at the YouTube channel if I'm unsure, and so far I do have all of the recordings saved locally, but it's starting to take up a lot of space. I've got like an 80 gigabyte folder on my desktop that's just called Gold, and it has all my Gold videos in it, and I'm gonna have to start either, you know, cloud storing that or just getting rid of it. YouTube is basically my cloud storage. I'm not really worried about like that stuff disappearing. And honestly, if the gold uploads disappeared, I would have a much bigger problem than not having a backup of them, right? Because the actual live copy is the YouTube copy. So that would be worse. And I think we might have just lost. But I got the Combine 1000 Strawberries achievement, so that's pretty cool. This game's kind of interesting from a Suika perspective. Even ignoring the power-ups, which I have been so far. But it's kind of interesting, and I'll tell you why. You get really low points for each of these. Like, the watermelon's worth 10 points, and the grape's worth 1 point, and everything else is in between there. But it's a lot easier to merge a lot of things. It's really easy to get a watermelon in this version of the game, especially if you're using the power-ups. But even if you're not using the power-ups, it's really easy to get the watermelon in this game. It's pretty easy to get 2 watermelons. And when 2 watermelons touch, they merge and they disappear. So this game can go on for a lot longer than the original Suika game, and it's because it's more focused on getting you to do a lot of matches very quickly, and getting lower points for each match. And it's kind of fun, you know. This game has multiplayer, which is pretty fun, and you know, because it's free on Steam and you can download it now, it's really easy to suggest to your friends and be like, let's play the Suika game. It's kind of weird that a whole genre was born out of the original one, but I like this game, and I have played the original at my Smash Local. We did a Suika game bracket. It was not really a bracket, it was just like whoever gets the highest score by the end of the day. I'm proud to say that I did play it. I did not win. I'm proud to say that I played it though, and I thought it was fun, but I'm not sure I would say it was more fun than this game. I think they scratched very much the same itch, and they're basically the same. This game has more mechanics. It's up to you whether you like the simplicity or if you think that more mechanics is more fun. But I do like some of the mechanics in this game. Like, you know, in Suika game you can launch stuff up above the screen, and if you do that in this game, you get a gold version of that fruit that counts for more points. It actually deletes the fruit when it merged with it, so it's good for like clearing the board and stuff. And I think that's a good mechanic. I think the power-ups are a weird mechanic. So what you can do is you can use a power-up like this one, and this basically just shoots something really fast at... but you can also shoot at any angle, which is arguably more useful than the power shot part of it, because you can do stuff like that. There's also this one, which just upgrades the fruit that you hit. So you can just get a watermelon that way. That's pretty easy. But the more you use the power-ups, the more points it takes to use them. So it's a risk-reward thing. I actually think that in general, it's not worth it to use the power-ups. which is the way I'd prefer it to be. If the power-ups are only there to get you out of sticky situations, I kind of like it. You know, I was kind of, when I first played this version, and I was like, oh, you know, I was kind of almost thinking that having those power-ups be there is kind of a corruption on the simplicity of the original game, but also, like, the original game's still there. This game is just doing something slightly different, and as a slightly more complicated version of that original game, I think it really works. I think it's a lot of fun, and yeah, I guess, like, if you're looking at that mechanic of, like, using your score to get power-ups that can do things that aren't possible in the normal Suika game, and you're thinking that's stupid, well, first of all, you're probably right. It is stupid. But second of all, like, try playing the game. Again, it's free on Steam, and you might surprise yourself with how fun using the power-ups can actually be. Like, it doesn't have to be the original Suika game. It is a clone of the original Suika game, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same, because the original Suika game is still there. I wish that the original Suika game was on Steam, because I would like to actually play it, but I don't want to buy it on my Switch. Basically, is what it comes down to. So, I don't know. But, like, yeah, I like being able to use the power-ups to aim and stuff. I think that's, like, a really fun, you know, the simplicity limits you in the original, and I think having those additional options, even if this one's pretty cheesy and you can just, like, delete things, I do think that's pretty cheesy, but also it impacts your score in a way that is, like, really difficult to recover from. So you have to only use it in situations where it's like, it's this or the game ends. And you have to only use it in situations where, okay, yeah, the game will end if I don't use it. But also, if I do use it, I need to regain those points back. Otherwise, I've just gotten rid of those points that I had for no reason. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting risk-reward thing. And because of how punishing the amount of points used is, it's not an easy decision whether or not you should be using it. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'm a knockoff Suika game defender. I think this game's awesome. I think you should play it instead of the original. Okay, I won't go that far, but yeah. I think this game's pretty fun. And, hold on. Nope, the orange, okay. And I got an achievement for using the skill, so that's pretty cool. See ya.